All right, essentially, if we are able to produce 30 cubic meter of gas, that will translate to removing in 1 year about 30,000 kilogram of waste from the University of Benin and its environment. Let's also note that this will be able to help us to generate about 6.5 kilowatts hour of electricity. Here is the generator house where the gas bag is supposed to be contained here and then connected directly to the generator. And the essence of putting the generator here is to be able to feed the CGE building, the Center for Global Eco Innovation building, which is just right behind me here. Okay, so if we go back to the starting point of this plant, waste is supposed to be received from the gates, and then just beside me is the muster point, and then it comes in around here. Now, this waste is macerated, cut into pieces such that it will be able to enhance the mixing process. So this waste is fed in here and then mixed together with the food waste and the cattle fecal waste. And then we mix them together and then using the amount of required dilution with water. So when we've achieved that, then we require a pump here to transfer the contents here to the next tank, which we call the batching tank. Here, calculated amount of feedstock is transferred from the mixing bay to the batching tank, wherein, again, we also transfer the batched quantity of this feedstock in through a submersible tank through positive displacement method. Let me say that again. The waste from the mixing bay is transferred via a pump to the batching tank, and then it is transferred onward through a submersible tank and then to the digester. So here, calculated amount of waste is required to be able to be fed into the digester. So it is collected, calculated amount of this waste collected from the batch tank to the digester. It is expected that the right amount of waste is fed into the digester, and then calculated amount of waste is supposed to be able to produce the required amount of gas. So we don't want to mix it up. We want to be able to be sure of the amount of waste that is being transferred, how long we collect this waste, and how long this single digester is able to produce this amount of gas to be able to give us the required quantity of gas that is required for a calculated amount of power required for the building and for the entire project to be sustainable. So this mixed feedstock is transferred through this inlet hopper. And then inside this sort of like greenhouse is a bag it's a bag kind of digester. All right. The housing of this type is to maintain, is to enable the feed maintain a mesophilic temperature, which is what we are looking to achieve. The mesophilic temperature is essentially between 35 to 45 degrees Celsius. Because if we're able to achieve that, it means that the microbial activities that will be taking place within the digester will be able to produce the amount of gas that is required for the purpose for which this digester is installed. So 2 of these digesters were necessary to produce a calculated gas of 30 cubic meter for the both digesters. And in each of them are safety devices, which we call pressure relief valves, to help us regulate the amount of pressure that is required for each of these for safety purposes. So again, if we combine these two digesters, we're able to produce that power requirement that is needed for the CGE building. So this